everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you 4 of my favorite hairstyles that you can wear with a hat. Before I jump into this, I wanted to mention the sponsor for today's video, and I want to thank Scentbird for sponsoring this video first of all. So today's video is sponsored by Scentbird, and if you haven't heard of Scentbird before, they are a fragrance subscription service with over 600 brands to choose from, and then you get to try a new designer fragrance every single month for just $16. And you get to pick your own fragrance every single month, so there's no surprises, and it's super flexible where you can skip a month anytime without penalties, or you can even upgrade if you want to and get 2 to 3 products a month instead of just 1. And one thing I really like about Scentbird is the fact that I can try different fragrances every single month, because fragrances can be really expensive, hundreds of dollars for a fragrance. If you end up not liking it, or if you get halfway through the bottle and decide that you want to try something new, or if you're like me, I like different scents during different seasons. So far I've been loving Scentbird for this because I can try different scents and it won't cost me hundreds of dollars, and instead it's just $16 for a 30-day supply. Also, you can find designer fragrances on Scentbird from Prada to Gucci and Versace, and also indie labels like Vince Camuto, The Harmonist, and Confessions of a Rebel. Also, if you're looking for a new fragrance, you can go to the Scentbird website, and they have a whole quiz you can take that will match you with fragrances according to your unique preferences. So I got 3 different fragrances, and let me just tell you, I love this packaging that it comes in. First of all you do is you twist it up, and then from there you can spray it on, and And I love these because they're easy to throw in your purse or travel with, and they won't break and explode all over the place. If you want to take it out, you just pull it out. And you can see how much fragrance is in the bottle. There's a 30-day supply in here for $16 a month. And I got 3 different scents. I got this Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Peony, and I feel like this is such a good scent. And anything peony is a really great spring scent in my opinion. And also got this Versace Crystal Noir, which is also, I love Versace perfumes. And the last one I got is Confessions of a Rebel Get a Room. And this one might be my new favorite. It smells so good. When I wore it, I could not stop smelling myself. I don't know, there's something about this scent that I'm hooked on. I cannot stop smelling this. Also, a couple of other fragrances I want to try that are on my radar for next time. First of all, Anna Sui Sky. And second of all, this Le Jardin Retrouve. Excuse my French R's. They're not fantastic, but Tuberose Trianon is the name of the fragrance. So those are a couple on my radar for next time. Anyways, if you want to try Scentbird for yourself, I will have a link down in the description box. You can click that link and use the code JADE, that's J-A-D-E, to get 30% off your first month. That's just $11 for a 30-day supply of a designer fragrance, which is just wild, which gets me all excited. Anyways, if you haven't tried Scentbird yet, I highly recommend it. This is my first time trying it. I'd heard of Scentbird before, but I had never really given it a try. This is my first time. I'm so excited about it. Even my husband was like, this is such a good deal just to try different fragrances, especially since we both like switching up our fragrances quite a bit. And my husband was like, I feel like we should just start doing that because he knows how much I love trying new fragrances and how expensive they are. So anyways, loving Scentbird, definitely give it a shot. Anyways, let's get into this hair tutorial. So today I am showing you 4 of my favorite hairstyles to wear with hats. It could be any kind of hat, but you know I love a good witchy wide brim hat. So that's what I'll be wearing mostly with these hairstyles, but feel free to mix it up. If you've been around here for a while, you've probably seen some of these hairstyles in videos over the last, I don't know, couple years, maybe last year or so. So I'm kind of just showing you my go-to hairstyles, including this one actually. This one I'm currently obsessed with and can't stop wearing, where it's kind of like all over to one side curly situation. That will be in this video as well. So anyways, before I babble on any longer, let's get into it. All right, so the first hairstyle, this one is really easy. It is so easy that I thought about not putting it in this video, but it's one of my favorite hairstyles to wear with wide brim hats, or really any hat I feel like could work with this hairstyle. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna include it and I'm gonna just spruce it up a little bit. Basically just a little bit of a a voluminous pigtail style, kind of. Hair doesn't have to be straight for this hairstyle. It can be curly, wavy, whatever, dirty, clean, whatever it is. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some volume in my hair. I'm gonna do some teasing. If you already have naturally voluminous hair, then you lucky duck, you get to skip this part. But this school has hair like a limp noodle. So if I put my hair in pigtails like this, it just looks like, I don't know, I feel like I look like a worm or something. All right, I'm just gonna part my hair off, take a section, and just start going to town. I'm gonna be using, this is like a tried and true product for me. I feel like I've been using this for years now. This is the Big Sexy Hair, what is this? The powder play. And I'm going to sprinkle this just below the root, like an inch or so below, and to about the mid shaft of the hair. I'm gonna use this. This is right in here. I prefer my Tangle Teaser one, but this will work. It's just a teasing brush. It has different lengths of bristles so it can get in there and capture that hair. And I'm just gonna tease my hair, which what I do is I go up into the hair like so and then push it towards the scalp. I just do it in a faster motion than that. All right, so I'm just gonna finish teasing the rest of my hair. So I'm gonna speed this up really quickly so we don't have to be here for 10 years. I forgot to mention what this does, this powder play stuff. Basically, what it does, I like it because it kind of roughs up the hair. It just gives it a little bit of a texture. So it makes it so much easier to get teasing and backcombing into the hair. This is my part. I'm lost, I can't find my way out. First of all, I'm gonna smooth down the top a little bit, and I'm just taking the same teasing brush that I used, but any sort of brush will do. And I'm not digging into the hair and really brushing it like I normally brush my hair. I'm just barely gliding over the top just to smooth out any areas that look kind of frizzy or like any of that back combing isn't blended in. So from there, I'm gonna split my hair down the middle like you're doing pigtails, because that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing some pigtails. And what I do is I get these clear elastic things, wanting this to be more of like a relaxed looking pigtail situation. So I'm gonna go in and I just kind of grab it at the shoulder. I kind of want this little loose situation going on here. So I'm gonna keep that there, and then I'm just gonna wrap the hair tie around in that area. I'm gonna leave that there, and then we're gonna go to the other side. I'm gonna go in at the shoulder, wrap it around. All right, so from there, this is pretty much it. I am gonna kind of loosen it up here by the root area a little bit, just pulling gently, and also back here a little bit so it's not flat, just to kind of give it a little something. Also up front. From there, I just like to separate the bottom area a little bit to where it's kind of fanned out a little. And also if you have wavier hair, this looks really cool too. And then let's get our hats. We're gonna try it out with this witch brim hat. This is the one from Killstar, and it's just a wide brim hat. I love this hat with this hairstyle. All right, so this is hairstyle number 1, this whole loose, witchy pigtail situation. Moving on to hairstyle number 2. Oh, I gotta turn this on. First of all, I'm gonna be using a curling iron for this style, and I'm using this Numi Titan 3-in-1 curling wand, and this is the smallest. It comes with 3 different wand sizes, and this is the smallest size of the 3. I'll put the exact size down in the description box for you in case you're wanting to use this exact size. But this hairstyle is my favorite hairstyle lately to wear with a wide brim hat. If you have naturally curly hair, this is gonna be the easiest one for you. It's basically just a side part, no, but basically. It is a curly hairstyle that is pushed all to one side, and then I wear a hat with it. It is my new favorite hairstyle, and I'm gonna show you how I do it for those of you out there who don't have naturally curly hair. All right, so I'm gonna start parting off my hair, and I already backcombed it, so that part's already done. Normally when I curl my hair, I will take the section I'm about to curl, I'll back comb it really quick first, and then I curl the section. That's typically how I do it. All right, so no big deal. Just realized that I finished an entire half hairstyle and it hasn't even been recording. So there's that. No big deal. This is my life. Okay, so we're moving on to hairstyle number 2. Also, this hairstyle, you do not have to have long hair like mine. You can have shorter hair. I would say it will work with hair, your chin, or maybe even a little bit higher, like to your mouth. And what I do is I wrap my hair. I'm gonna wrap all of my pieces of hair away from my face. I'm gonna show you how I do it really quick up close. And then I'll fast forward it so we don't have to be here forever. But what I do is I'll take a section. So if this is my piece, I will take my wand. This is if you haven't done this before. If you've done this before, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But just in case, I'm not gonna pretend everybody knows. I take my wand and I hold it upside down like this. And then I take my piece of hair, place the wand towards the top, and then I wrap the hair away from the face. So I'm not wrapping towards the face, I'm wrapping away from the face. Wait, I'm not even on there. And then I just continue to wrap it around the wand. Usually these things come with some sort of thermal glove, but I live on the edge. I just hold it here for about 10 seconds, and then I let it go, and then I have a pretty tight curl, little spiral curl going on there. I like to get 2 different hairstyles out of this. So I guess this is gonna end up being 4 hat hairstyles, because I'm gonna show you what I do when my curls are fresh. I like to do this kind of, when you wrap the hair all in one direction, you can get this really cool, uniform, silky looking, almost old-fashioned looking curls, where it almost looks like a finger wave, but it's not. So anyways, I first like to do that smooth hairstyle and wear that for a day. And then that night, I will sleep with my hair in a messy bun. And the next day, my hair, like the curls have kind of broken up and they're a little bit more relaxed, but they're wild looking. So I'll take them out of my messy bun and just throw them over to one side, and I get this really kind of cool, messy, curly hairstyle is what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna try to get both styles without having to sleep with a messy bun. I'm gonna try to, I've never tried it before, we're gonna try it today. But I like to make the most out of any hairstyle, so that's why I like doing this kind of thing. So after I curl my hair, I spray it with some hairspray, and I'm using the L'Oreal Elnet hairspray. This stuff is forever my favorite flexible hairspray. It smells horrible, but it's seriously the best flexible hairspray ever. It holds so well, but doesn't feel like you have any hairspray on. Like you can touch it and it doesn't feel like hairspray. And I'm going to spray, I usually just kind of hold my curls and spray up. I don't want to brush it out when my hair is still warm, because then it's going to brush out all the curl. So I'm going to let these cool down for a little bit. All right, so I went and let my dogs out and had a little snack, and it's kind of chilly out there. So I sat out there for a little bit to let these curls cool off. So I think they're okay to brush out, but I'm going to start with this side just in case. I'm using a tangle teaser. I'm going to go in and I'm going to start brushing these curls out, and you'll see that they start forming waves and get these really nice, I don't know, what do they call them? Like Hollywood waves? I don't know what they're called. But they're kind of that old Hollywood look, you know, that soft, wavy look. This is such a classic style. I'm making this a whole other hairstyle. This is actually hairstyle number 2. I know I promised you the messy side curls, but we're doing that next because I wanted to show you this first, just in case you wanted to see an extra little bonus hairstyle in there. Snuck one in there for you. Let's try on a couple different hats with this, shall we? Let's go with the Killstar Witch Brim hat that we wore in the last look. All right, so here's what it looks like with the witch brim hat. This is the widest brim hat I have. And let's put on another, like a little smaller fedora and see what it looks like. I feel like this one's definitely more wearable, more everyday, this fedora is. But yeah, that's what this one looks like. And then let's go with, all right, let's try our cabbie hat on just really quickly. See what that looks like. Really cute with this cabbie hat on. And then last but not least, let's put on this full on witch hat. This one, oh wait, I'm taking it off like it's a fedora. This is the, I don't remember what this one is called. It's just like a full on witch hat from Killstar. And this is a newish one, but it looks like a full on, just like a witchy hat. All right, I'm loving this hair with this hat in particular. Getting some major, just, I don't know, like a witch academia, like a Harry Potter meets Sabrina vibe with this. So here is how this one turned out. This is hairstyle number 2. These old Hollywood looking waves, but with a twist. So this next hairstyle, I don't know if this is an extension of number 2 or if this is hairstyle number 3. This is the whole curly pushed over to one side hairstyle. Usually my hair isn't this smooth looking when I do this look. So I'm just gonna try something to get this look. I'm gonna go in and just touch up a little bit of the back combing. So what I'm gonna do is after I have curls, or if you already have curly hair, you can just push it all over to one side and you're done. But first of all, I'm gonna pick a side. And for me, it's always this side, I think. Is this the side or is this the side? It's my left side. Honestly, I don't put too much thought into this hairstyle because it's just like my messiest, dirtiest hairstyle. So anyways, here we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my hair over. I'm gonna act like I'm putting my hair in a ponytail or a messy bun, because what I'm gonna wanna do is I'm gonna try to get rid of this center part. So I'm gonna go in with my hair all tipped over and I'm gonna take my fingers and I'm going to, where I had my part, I'm gonna kinda just rough it up and bring the hair forward. Like so, hair goes into that part basically. And then I'm gonna pretend that I'm putting my hair in a ponytail. I'm gonna make sure that part is not there. It's still there. So then I'm gonna take all of my hair in my hands like this. I'm gonna take it over to the side that I want and I'm just gonna drop it there. And that's the start. I'm not gonna touch it yet. I'm already wanting to fluff it and I'm not gonna do it yet. So this is the start of it. But you can see that the hair, the curls are all sorts of messed up. And we didn't do anything technical. We didn't, you know, use any sort of pomade or whatever. We just kind of messed up the curls. I also bring some of this hair back here in the back, bring it forward a little bit. And then this hair that kind of fell or whatnot, I'm just gonna move that over to the other side, like so. And then when it looks like this, like kind of flat, I'm gonna kind of fluff this up a little bit. Just kind of fluff it up, bring it a little bit down. Like I want a little something there. Like I don't want it to be super tight there. I do want some hair there. I don't like sweeping it back like this, although you can. I like having a little bit of something hanging down, hanging forward. I'm gonna go in and there's some areas where it's just looking a little smooth. So I'm gonna go in, kind of do some back combing. Some of them, like I'll grab a strand and kind of do this, like back comb the whole piece and give it some volume. Same thing up here. I hope I'm actually not confusing everybody. And then I'm gonna go in with some hairspray. Oh wait, I forgot I had this stuff I was gonna try. We're gonna try something else. But I found this stuff under my sink and I don't know if I've ever used it. It's the IGK Down and Out Dirty Spray. We're gonna try it. See if it's gonna rough up our curls. They are really soft. This smells like coconut. It's really, am I using this right? What's the directions? Inevitable shine, PC separation, and the perfect amount of morning after grit. I know, Neen, it smells good, doesn't it? She's sniffing the air. All right, we're gonna hope for the best. I think we made it happen. So I'm gonna grab my hat. So I like wearing the witch brim hat. I know I keep using this one, but it is my favorite. And I kind of make the hat kind of take my hairstyle to another level. So what I do is I take the hat and I kind of put it further back on my head and just push the hair up a little bit. Just kind of push it forward a little bit. and it brings out some of the volume in this hairstyle, especially around here. This is really soft. I'm not used to clean hair, clearly. So I kind of just put it on like so. And any messy hair that's going on over here, like if it's this area, I'll push it back. But any messy hair, like any flyaways, it kind of gives it a cool, messy look, kind of goes with it. So I kind of just work with whatever's there. So this is pretty much it. I think I got pretty close. Normally, the only difference is there's usually a little less fluff and less softer hair and more of a like a messy look, piecey look. But I think we got pretty close. All right, so this is hat hairstyle number 3, this over to one side messy curl situation. So we are moving on to hairstyle number 4. All right, so for hat hairstyle number 4, I'm gonna keep my hair in a similar kind of part where it's more of a side part that's swept over. Kind of go where the eyebrow is, kind of go up from there and find a part and just create, this one's a little bit straighter than the last one. Then sweep all of the hair over to one side because we are doing a side braid. I love a good side braid that's loose and not perfect because I'm terrible at braiding. But I love a good side braid look with a wide brim hat especially. So anyways, what I'm gonna do is brush out these curls because I have to get through some of these to do the braid. And some of you might be like, okay, Google, but why didn't you just do the braid when your hair was straight still? So when I have a little wave or curl to my hair, it holds on to braid so much better. But you can of course do it on straight hair. It just, for me, it falls out of the braid really easily. So I do curl it because it will give me more of a voluminous braid and it will stay put. So, all right, so now I've brushed through some of the curls. I'm gonna take my sections. So I'm gonna get 3 sections. If you know how to braid, I think this is French braid. I don't know. I know I should know these things because I'm a hairstylist, or an ex-hairstylist. But here's the thing. In hair school, I was the worst braider of all time. I could do a roller set with my eyes closed, but I was terrible at braiding. I gotta just take this whole bang section, this little center, this center section, and then I'm gonna take a back section. I'm gonna take this front section first, and then I'm gonna cross it over the middle section. If you don't know how to braid, I'm gonna take this front section and cross it over the middle section, and then take the back section and cross it over that. I'm gonna go back to the front section, and if there's any hair that's looking like it's meeting up with this thing, I think there's a little right there. I'm gonna gather that up into that front section before we take it in. Here's the 3 sections. Crossing the front section over the middle section. So now we're gonna take the back section, but it's this little shrimpy thing. So I'm gonna take some hair from back here, and I just feel for it. I mean, you're not gonna see the back of your head, so don't worry too much about it. So I'm just gonna take a section from back here, from back of the head. So I'm gonna gather that up into that back section, and we're gonna cross that back section over the middle. So then once again, we are gonna go to the front section, gather up some hair into that section. So I just gather it all together. And it's gonna look weird. It's gonna look like this maybe. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, does that even belong in there? But yeah, it does. It'll work in the end. I'm gonna cross that over. Here are our 3 sections. Cross it over the middle section. And then you can see our braid is starting. Then we're back to our back section. And if you notice, I don't cross the middle section over anything. Everything on the outside gets crossed in. We're in the back section. We're gonna gather up some more hair. Let's see. Once we've gathered it all, we're gonna cross it over the middle section. And then we're gonna go back to the front. And if there's anything, oh yeah, there's all this hair here that's gonna get left behind if we don't snatch it up. So we're gonna take that, and then we're gonna cross it over the middle. So now we're back to the back section that we're gonna cross over the center, and we're gonna gather more hair into that. Look how shrimpy this is. We're gonna gather more hair into that. And I don't think we're gonna take this whole thing, are we? Are we gonna take this whole thing? No. We're crossing this once we get this big old section going, cross it over the middle. And then this section here is now the smallest. I'm just gonna take the rest of this hair. That's all that's left at the end. I'm just gonna take all of it. And then I'm gonna cross it over the middle. And then from there, it's just a regular braid. So you just take one piece and cross it over the center. Oh wait, what happened? Don't do that. And then you take the other side and cross it over the center. And then you take the other side and cross it over the center. And then the other side and cross it over the center. And then keep going all the way to the bottom. I'm gonna put a little elastic at the bottom. So what I'm gonna start doing first of all is I'm gonna start at the root area and I'm gonna start pulling. I feel like I've done a similar, have I done a similar hair tutorial to this? I can't remember because I don't wanna pull the braid out or pull the hair out of the braid. And then as I'm doing that, you can see that it's already loosening up the braid a little bit. So I'm just kind of gently pulling to get some of that, and we're back to this flat town over here. So I'm gonna pull this area too a little bit, just to get a little bit of volume. Come on. All right, so we've loosened it up a little bit up here, but down further in the braid, it is a little bit tighter. And I kind of just gently pull and kind of like spread the hairs out in the braid. So I'm not like getting my fingers in where there's gaps and spreading it because I don't want to spread the braid to where you see holes. I want to almost spread the hair more than I do the actual braid itself so that the hair kind of fans out. So now let's add a hat. I'm going to add my witch brim hat once again because you know I love this hat. And I'm doing the same thing where I'm putting on this hat, but I kind of push it, like I kind of put it towards the back. Kind of push it forward, and it likes to add some volume that was falling back. Okay, we maybe messed it up a little bit, but that's all right. We're gonna put back on the fedora maybe. And yeah, so this is hairstyle number 4, large and in charge braid. Anyways, that is it for this Hat Hairstyles video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up, say hey ghoul hey down in the comments because you know I love talking to you. Also let me know down in the comments which hairstyle is your favorite, and also if you want to try any of these hairstyles, if you want to tag me over on Instagram or use the hashtag THELIBR, either one. My handle on Instagram is just THELIBR, same as here. So yeah, let me see your witchy hairstyles or your hat hairstyles. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys next time.